Join me as I dive deep into my emotions and try to achieve a breakthrough that could change everything. Emotional breakthroughs. I believe they're essential for personal growth and well-being. You see, when we're stuck in our emotional patterns, it's hard to move forward, to make progress, to feel truly fulfilled. So what holds us back from achieving these breakthroughs? Well, for one, fear is a huge obstacle. The fear of facing our emotions, the fear of what we might discover, the fear of being vulnerable. It's a scary thing, and it can be really hard to overcome. Then there's the fear of change. We get comfortable in our patterns, even if they're not serving us, because at least we know what to expect. And let's be honest, change is uncomfortable. It's hard. It's a lot of work. Another common barrier is self-doubt. We doubt our abilities. We doubt our worth. We doubt that we're deserving of happiness and love. And when we're stuck in that mindset, it's hard to see a way out. We start to believe that we're not good enough, that we're not capable of achieving our goals, and that we're just stuck where we are. And then there's trauma, unresolved trauma that we've been carrying around for years, maybe even decades. It's like a heavy burden that we can't shake off, and it prevents us from moving forward. Sometimes we're just not mindful of our emotions. We're not in tune with our feelings, and we don't know how to process them. Or maybe we're trying to numb our emotions to avoid feeling the pain, the sadness, the anxiety. We might be using substances or social media or other distractions to avoid dealing with our emotions, but ultimately, that just keeps us stuck. So, how do we overcome these emotional challenges? Well, for me, it's been about facing my fears head on. I started small, I started with tiny steps, and I worked my way up. I started journaling, I started meditating, I started talking to a therapist, and slowly but surely, I started to feel more confident, more capable, more in control. Another strategy that's helped me is reframing my negative thoughts. I used to be a master of negative self-talk, but I've learned to catch those thoughts and reframe them in a more positive way. It's not about denying the negative feelings. It's about acknowledging them and then choosing to focus on the positive. And I've also learned to be kind to myself, to practice self-compassion. When I make a mistake, when I fail, I don't beat myself up over it. I just acknowledge it and move on. I also want to share a personal story that illustrates the power of emotional breakthroughs. I used to be in a really toxic relationship, and it took me a long time to realize that I was deserving of so much better. But when I finally broke free, oh man, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I felt like I could breathe again. I felt like I could be myself again. And that's what an emotional breakthrough feels like. It's like a rebirth. It's like a new beginning. One of the most transformative moments for me was when I realized that I wasn't alone. I realized that everyone around me was struggling. Everyone around me was fighting their own battles. And in that moment, I felt a sense of compassion, a sense of empathy, and a sense of connection. It was like I had finally found my tribe, and it was an incredible feeling. The power of emotional breakthroughs lies in their ability to transform us, to change us, to help us grow. It's not about fixing our problems overnight. It's not about avoiding the hard work. It's about embracing the journey, embracing the struggle, and embracing ourselves. So, what did we learn today? We learned that emotional breakthroughs are essential for personal growth and well-being. And we learned that there are strategies, techniques, and personal stories that can help us overcome our emotional challenges. Take the first step today. Start your journey towards emotional healing and growth. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any thoughts or insights, please share them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on personal development, and check out my next video on how to build self-confidence.